want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds.
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Select 180. 51. Check.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch the screen. Pass.
On second down, it's Drake. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. And it was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Darnold now to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Max 22, Max 22.
On 1st down, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Outside. 52, right 52. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Ready? Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
From the 24, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Running, it's Drake. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, wahoo! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Drop deep, drop deep.
We're scoreless after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mike 54. We own it. Alert.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check three.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, quarter. 36.
On first down, Drake. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Jets nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
59. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. Let's go. Red 80. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'7".
From the 31, Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
Brings up third down.
Inside. 52, Mike 52. No gain. No waiting. Inside. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. All day, baby.
Darnold on third down. Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
132 fighter.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, Delta.
Now it's Darnold. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to throw, Darnold. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Darnold from the red zone now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Motion, motion, pop, pop, pop. Check 59, Mike.
To throw is Darnold. On the screen, this is Cannon. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
I got it. Check.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
80. Hey, orbit.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check 53's mark. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. '53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, alert. Watch the run.
Third and long here for Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Cannon, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. Complete to Washington. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Bring it. On 3, on 3. Motion, motion, motion. Red 80. 52.
Darnold from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets' 48-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that touchdown.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Number 53. Quarter. Let's get him home.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Silver. Kill. 80. Tighten up. Protein spill.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Drake. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 17.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Check 53 is mine. Blue there.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Pin the mirrors back and go full street.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 9-yard line.
Stop your whining.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Cannon. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 84. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the left. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Go, lady.
Draw play, Washington. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Hatchet. Red 80. What's that? Check 24. Check 24. Yellow 80. Check. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Red 80.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Set. 80. Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Hey, let's go.
Now Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now Rosen. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake. Now Drake loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike. 83. Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Monday. You must get
Now Balaj. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go. Switch it. Hey, switch gear. Red 80. Red 80.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here I come. Here I come. Hey, Haywood. Young lady. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
180. Check 53's Mike. There's a party now.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They're running it. Say, run that. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th. And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively? I
wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly